Hi guys, hello, hello, hi. All right, we're going to be doing what you don't see coming, what you don't see coming. Okay, so that is what we're going to be doing today for the collective, what you don't see coming. So I think for this one, we're going to do all the ways from Aries to Pisces. We're just going to keep it. Now I like to switch it up, and I just feel I've been doing some fire signs last, so I thought I'll mix it up. So we'll do Aries, Taurus. Happy birthday to my Tauruses. Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, hi Tanya, Scorpio. It's Monday. I sometimes come on Mondays. So excited to see you too. So right. Scorpio. um Scorpio. It's after Scorpio, Sag. I'm like drawing a blank. Hi. No, not right now. Later. Hi guys. Hello, hello. Scorpio, Saggy. And who's after Sagittarius? I'm like drawing a blank on all my zodiac signs right now. Oh, the Capricorn. Hey, let's go. Away. Paulo, you are like freaking out. Relax. Hi, Bruno. All right. Cappy. Okay, hold on one sec. Okay. He wanted me to open a door. Oh, hi, Bernadette. All right, Saggy, Cappy. Hey, Cam. Scorpio, Saggy, Cappy. Aqua. And Pisces. All right, so we're going to start with Aries. This is going to be what you don't see coming in. And we're going to get started. What you don't see coming in. We're going to start with Aries here. All right, Aries. Let me pull this closer in. All right. There you go. For Aries, what you don't see coming in. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus, what you don't see coming in. All right. Sorry if I'm just waiting for the sun to go down, so my lighting may be looking really off until that happens. Okay. Aries, you may be walking away from people, especially like friends. And I feel like maybe for some of you, you feel like you've been there for your friends, but the question is like, well, do you have mine? So that could be something where your dynamics are changing and you're walking away from the situation, and it's not maybe what you want, but it's what you need. So you may be moving on, or maybe packing up or moving out of a current living situation as well. But yeah, I feel like you're questioning people. I'm like, okay, are you really just like riding my coattails, or are you my friend? And there might be like a fine line between the two. So that might be something you're questioning right now. Let's see what else. I feel that you feel very firm in who you need to cut out of your life, or you're going to be very decisive. But honestly, it's like it's hard to walk away from others, but it does make what you really want out of your life, Aries, come for you. Because you see here with the miracles, hi, Candy. But you see here with the miracles being here, it's like you get what you want, or your dream or your wish gets granted here. So those are some current things of what you may not be seeing coming in, is that you may have to make hard decisions, but those hard decisions keep you more focused and more aligned with getting what you want. And that also means walking away from others that don't align in the ways that are necessary for you to grow or move forward. All right. So that is one thing, but let's get into your current energy and what's surrounding you right now, Aries. I feel like you're very work focused. You could have been feeling a little bit emotional past this weekend, but I feel like right now you're quickly just back into your work grind, or very focused in work or your career, and you're passionate about what you do. You love what you do, possibly, or that is what it's coming off to me. So I do see you here very focused and passionate about what you're working towards, because it ends up to be about your stability, right? And so you may be defensive towards others and what you can really give right now. You just may be at a point where you really can't give to others as much as you want, because it's too much emotionally as well. So that's where your energy's at. Very focused on work, and I want to take my emotions out of it. And I'm very defensive about what I give to people right now. And it might be something that you keep on examining throughout the next couple months. Like, actually, what I'm talking about, I don't even know if you're going to be doing it right now. It could be, like I said, the next couple months. I would say like maybe around 6 months even, or more. So but you may be already getting a feel for that, or your eyes are open, or you're awake to it, right? Because there was that wide awake, like you're seeing things a little different. So let's get into what you don't see coming in for you. I do feel like there may be some transparency needed when it comes to a relationship and about needing your space or maybe your own time. But I do feel that there will be accountability taken for within a partnership, or someone wants to take accountability. I do see here with the Nine of Pentacles that you also are going to get a lot of rewards with it when it comes to money. Like, finances won't be an issue for you. It also may be that you're in such a good place financially that you can focus a little bit more on your relationships with people that you choose to spend your time with, and then becoming stronger as a result. And with the Wheel of Fortune, you could just be getting really lucky breaks or lucky opportunities coming in for you, okay? So those are some things coming in. I think you being more self-sufficient, also wanting to be maybe more picky about who you choose in your life. But this is about people needing to give as much as you give, right? Like there's a cause and effect, and that it needs to be equal in that way. If you want to be if you want to be my lover, or if you want to be my friend, doesn't matter. My relationships in general, we both give to this relationship. So there could be some decisive moments, but also again lead you to better, luckier breaks. You also could just be hanging out with people who are more on your level financially. Like you might have been hanging out with people where they're not at your financial level, so they hang around you, but like you're just like, okay, can you get it together a little bit more? So that could also be something coming in for you, Aries, is you just hang out with people who can maybe spend the kind of money you can spend or something like that. Because I do see you again being financially self-sufficient. Why is this happening here for you? I think this is all happening because you've been sad that like you're moving forward in your life, but other people, like in this tarot deck specifically, it's like the puppy's looking back like, okay, I'm moving on, but wait, like what about my peoples? Or wait, what about people in my life? And so there could be this reckoning coming in. Is like not everyone's going to go on your journey with you. And so I think this is something that has to happen for you to propel forward though, so that you can be, it's like what you want doesn't match the lifestyle you have. So there's something like that, like the lifestyle you want doesn't fit the people in the surrounding or something like that. So for you to get what you want, other people need to fit in the box, so to speak. But with the Page of Cups, I also see here love being highly recognized here. So emotionally as well, you're letting people go because maybe you were closer to them before you had a relationship. So some of my Aries are newly in relationships or starting to date. It's going to be looking really good for you. There will be someone very romantic coming in and very emotional to you, and could be a real partnership as well. But it's also that you're stepping into a life you've never had before. And so right now, why this is happening is because you're on the edge of your next big shift. Right? Because we see that Wheel of Fortune and the Justice card, but you have to make decisions, and you're not making decisions. You're teetering on a life you once had, or teetering on the life you want versus the life you have. And so in order to do that, you're going to have to come to new understandings, because it doesn't align with the life that you actually truly want for yourself. Okay. So that's why that's happening to you right now. I also feel like you're going to regain any losses you had. I feel like this is more like feeling more emotional or frustrated than it is maybe financial. Some of you, it's financial. But I think what is happening is there could have been something here with the Seven of Swords where you had to cut your losses and move on because you may be feeling betrayed by someone or something. So with the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's like seeing through deception or settling the score, so to speak, if anyone was being deceptive towards you. All right. With the Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands, you may naturally have people who say they're your friends, but also are in a competitive streak with you. Well, then how can they really be your friend if they're always like trying to one up you? That's not friendship. So there could be some struggle or competition in, the way that you show up versus the way they see. I don't know, like something like that happening where they do feel intimidated in maybe some way. I don't know. But here with the Sun card, you're still going to shine and be you regardless. So it's more about feeling your own energy and feeling great despite what other people do to you. And that can be very hard for us sometimes. So that could be why this is influencing at this time, because you can't shake off this feeling that even though people say they want to see you succeed and say that they want you to do better or be great, you do feel that they're intimidated, or you do feel a sense of a power struggle in their energy, that they're not where you are possibly. Thank you, Dominica, for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. And again, with the Lovers card, you could be in a relationship right now that's taking up more of your time, and people don't like that they're not getting the old you or the you that once was. But it's like when you're going through shifts in your life, you have to make those choices. That's a part of the whole shifting, right? So you are shifting is what I'm getting. You know, maybe wanting to choose your partner, choose your relationship, you know, and you stick up for your partner, you stick up for your relationship, and why you can't see someone as much because, you know, you're entering this new cycle where you want different things than what you used to want. So, right? Oh, it's the swords here, new thoughts, new point of views. So that is what's coming in. I see your relationship looking really good. Or if you're single, there is somebody new coming in that you will ultimately feel is like a soulmate here because the lovers come out 3 times. 3 times the lovers came out for Aries. So I see you getting booed up or a partnership coming, but I also see you having to remove certain things that don't align with the life that you're going into. And that's going to be maybe some tough pills to swallow, so to speak, as you're recognizing, oh, this doesn't align with where I'm going though, or what I'm choosing. All right. So that's what I have for you. Signs I'm seeing here. I don't do a love reading for you guys because love was incorporated. For the people who, you know, I do the readings and I'm not seeing love, I'll do a love check. But you guys already had a love check, so you're good. Gemini, Leo, Aries, like yourself. Cool. Gemini, Cancer, hi spectator, Pisces, Gemini, Libra. Strong air signs here. All right, moving on to Taurus. Taurus will be next. All right, the next is Taurus. All right, Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you guys are Taurus, let me know. Thanks for liking the live, Seth. Thank you. All right. What's coming in for my Tauruses? Taurus, I don't think, I think there's a desire to find more purpose in your life or the path that you're going on and what does it look like. And you may be trying to stay more hopeful, and it's like you have a wish, you know, to find more success. You also could have gotten a little bit too comfortable in your career and you're like, I need to find a place where I could really succeed. Or yeah, I'm getting that, like, I want to succeed. I just don't think this is my final destination. What else here for Taurus? You also may not know how to address the issue because it's not like, I don't know if anything's really wrong. It's just boring, or it's not for you, or it's not like what you want to do out of life. Yeah, a fulfilling promise that says stay committed to your path and step forward to a desired fulfillment. And then a clarity, like needing to get insight into where is my promise or where am I supposed to go and needing to transform out of it. So there's a there's an evolution, and it's like you're feeling really bored or stuck because you're meant to elevate. And so it's pushing you maybe into some uncomfortable feelings of like just annoyance, maybe getting like an annoyance here. It's like, it's not that you're not going to stay in the path or the line of work you do. It's just the place that you work isn't bringing you any closer to where you want to be. Like, say you guys want to work from home, you know, then you may want to look for a job like that. So I think you're just questioning it. Or you may just be questioning, how can I become more successful than I am? It's like, okay, I completed this, but now what? So let's see here. What's the current energy surrounding Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay, so we see the Queen of Pentacles. So right now, you may be wanting to stay more at home, focus on your money, focus on your finances. You also may have finished moving or a home project of some sort as well. I feel like you just finished completing something in your home, or in your home, or within, like, changing a part of your home up recently. And then we see the Tower card. So it's like, while you finally completed one part of your life, or felt like, okay, that's done, you're also now dealing with another change up with the Tower card being here. What is this Tower? Okay, maybe feeling like you're so isolated, or you've isolated yourself here in trying to get guidance or see something that it may be like shaking you to your core, whatever you're recognizing about yourself, and the ways that maybe you've trapped yourself or kept yourself stuck. And I feel you no longer want something to change in your life, but that first starts with you reflecting on yourself. So you could be asking yourself a lot of questions. Like, but you don't see in the ways how you attract what is happening into your life. You're just trying to understand, why is it happening to you? And there's a mindfulness that you are the creator as much as you are. Yes, life is happening to you. There is a part where you play a part in that. And so you keep looking outside yourself for, why am I getting this, or why am I attracting this? But you're not you're not necessarily taking accountability for why these things are happening here with the Justice card in reverse. And that could be a huge issue as to why things haven't been working out, because you're attracting what you're getting. And you keep looking outside of yourself, like that's the issue. And you didn't ask for those situations, or maybe you didn't do anything to bring them on necessarily. It's something about your energy's off. And so maybe you feel jealous towards other, or competitiveness within others. Like there's always a challenge, there's always a problem, there's always something I have to overcome. But it's like that's a perception that we need to move on from. Why can't we just stay where we are and this is not going to be for everyone, right? Because everyone has different modalities. Like, and I'm not bringing human design into this, but you may want to look at what human design you are, because that may be something about your own modality. Thank you for liking the live. Like for me, I'm a manifester, so I really can't like be a generator. Generators have to like consistently produce content to like keep going. And it's like, I don't work like that. Like my energy can't do it. Like I get physically drained and mentally drained. I can't put out 10 videos in a day, or like 4 videos like 7 videos a week. It's not going to happen, because I'm not like that. But like as a manifester, it's more like energetically, I do it in rifts. So like you may see me like back to back 3 days, and then for a while you won't see me, and then I'll come back on, right? That's because that's my modality and that's what works for me. But as a generator, you may be someone who can push out tons of content, because that's your modality. That's how you work. So I don't know why I'm tapping into that, but you may want to look up your human design and which one you are. There's more than being a generator or a manifestor. You can be both. You can be a manifesting generator. And then there's another one where it's like you pick up on people's energy. I forget what that one's called. But you're more like I forget what there's one other that I'm missing, but there's multiple types of human designs, but you have to figure out what your modality is and stop looking at what other people are doing and look at where am I going. Also, be careful of always looking about where you're going and not, well, you're not like this, Taurus. You're usually really good about staying present. But again, I think you're getting shaped to question where am I going so that you can be more comfortable with where you are. So there's something like that happening here. Prepare for something unexpected. The Tower card is usually something you don't see coming that just like kind of suddenly changes everything or forces you to release things. And you may not be seeing it coming in. So that could be something here. Something about not someone being irresponsible or not taking responsibility for something in a dynamic. I feel like you're holding on to something and not letting it go, and it's perpetuating a same narrative. So be mindful of that too with the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. It's gonna be like something needs to end, but you're holding on to it and you're not letting it go to release so that you can move on to the next cycle. Let's get into love really quickly for you. What's coming in love? Defensive with the Seven of Wands. A little bit defensive right now in love. Again, we see a Ten of Swords and an Ace of Swords. You feel like you need a conversation for something to end. It's like I want to have a conversation or I want to talk to new people so that something can end and I can move on successfully. And I think you're going to get your wish desired. I think there will be another conversation to help you move forward. And I also see that within love, you may be anticipating something that you've been trying to manifest within love or a person that you really want. Maybe they're overseas or they're not living where you live, but they could be a foreigner or just not from where you're from. So maybe like out of town or new to the area, something like that. But there's someone's something you've been wishing for, like a dream come true. So this could be something coming in, starting to talk to somebody new, but also needing to end something with someone else and have a conversation. So that's what I see for love. I'm going to make these kind of quick in general. Final messages here for you. Yeah, love coming in for you. And I think you're already in a stable place, but again, if you are starting to date, this person will feel like home, or there will be a feeling of feeling very comfortable around someone. Like it won't feel like a lot of effort. So that's what I see. Also, your home life will be very stable, whether you have kids or family. You could just be feeling really happy within your home space and feeling like heart is where your home is kind of thing. And you just love your home or you've been redecorating it. So that could be really fun for you as well. All right. Signs I see for you. Sagittarius, Libra. Aries. Yeah, it's kind of getting old being alone. Could be dealing with a Virgo. I'm only laughing because, that's why there may be sudden changes or the way that you do things may suddenly change so that you get something that you really want. Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn as well here, okay? But I feel like your wishes are going to come true, but stay stable in the energy that you are in, and that can be true fulfillment for you. Again, the career thing may happen in the next 6 to 12 months, but you may be already aware it's not enough. Hi, Pisces gang. Okay, so Pisces is last, so just be patient. If you want to come in and come back on in to see where we are, I totally get it because I know it's a little bit away. All right, next we have Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini gang, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for you. If you are a Gemini, let me know. Okay, Gemini, I feel like for you, one, someone doesn't like that you're moving on or that you're glowing up. This could be that you got a new job, or it could be that you're just not as around anymore, or someone sees you leveling up, and it's truly like getting on somebody's nerves that you're getting into a place where you're happier and they feel like possibly stuck, or they see you getting your flowers or see you getting recognized, like they don't like it. So that's something to be mindful of. I also feel like for you, Gemini, you have something that's been running, like a narrative you've been running, and it no longer will fit your new belief system as you start shifting out of a previous situation you were in. So you have something that's no longer a belief that will be able to exist as your narrative. And that's just something you should know. Because it's maybe not never was your narrative. It could have been something that was something one of your family members told you that you started to believe, or a friend that you were like, and then a situation happened to you, and then it was a run-on narrative that you start to believe. But I think you no longer believe the narratives that you once believed in, and the way that you look at something has changed. But also be careful of others' energies around you. Honestly, don't care. Gemini, don't care. Because if other people are annoyed by your glow up, not your problem. Not your problem. Yeah, you have changes coming in here. Sudden changes coming in your life. Or you're getting a revelation, like an aha moment here. What else for Gemini? Justice card. Yeah, you're getting, like I said, you're getting what's like owed to you, or someone's coming in having to take accountability, or there will be accountability for anything that was done. But with the Fool card, I feel like the accountability, or what's coming in, or what's being fair, is that you're moving on. Okay, so you will be having a fresh beginning with the Fool card, and it's fair, or it's you making that decision to move on and not let previous situations that could have been something that you needed to release or move on from anyway, so you could get in towards your enlightenment or towards your next phase. And here with the Page of Cups, you may also be getting an apology from someone as well. Also, there could be some new love here, and just I see like a bright, like it's kind of giving like a bright future ahead of you with a lot of possibilities that are exciting. And there could be somebody new coming in love that is way more open-minded and receptive to the love you have to give than something else you were dealing with that was just needing to be released out of your life. Okay. Let's see what else here. So I'm seeing home. You could be needing to make decisions about where you're spending your time. And so you may be deciding to spend it a little bit more at home or take a back seat, I'm hearing. You also could work in, I'm seeing the Justice card twice. So you could work in like the justice system, whether you're a police or a lawyer or in a judge's office or maybe a court report or something. Maybe you're in that kind of work, Gemini, as well. The world card, yeah, things are changing. I told you things are changing for you, the world, yeah. You've like accomplished something, or you're going to be feeling more fulfilled as you move forward into your next phase. Star card, you've been praying for it or hoping for it or trying to manifest it in any ways with the star card. And so this is something you've been asking for, but you've also been taking inspired action to change your circumstances. You know, maybe you were looking for jobs, maybe you were looking to move somewhere else. Whatever you've been trying to change, you've also been putting in the effort by looking for it and finding it. Okay. Money's going to start to increase for you, Gemini, and you don't see that coming, how good your money's going to start to get. Your money, you're going to start to feel more secure as a person as well. You also could, again, like I said, just be spending more time alone because of the work. The work is going to be really tiring, so you may, Gemini, just be spending more time at home. Or, hi, Erin, nice to see you. Hi. Yeah, you're very okay, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, very focused on your career. And it could, you know, it could be something that's taking up a big chunk of your time, Gemini. And so that's where you're primarily focused, but it keeps you grounded and still and not in your head. So I think that's what. Oh, thanks, Erin. Thank you for your support and showing up. I really appreciate it. Thank you. At the bottom of the deck, Six of Wands and the Justice card. Again, you will be getting your flowers. You will be getting great success for the effort you put in, and other people may not like you're not around, or that, you know, you're leveling up, so to speak, but you're just consistent and you didn't change up. You know, you stayed focused on doing what you needed to do, I'm hearing. Let me get into love really quick, because that's repeating itself. You're whatever you've been putting your effort into, whether it's a hobby, work, or both, or, I mean, that's all I'm getting, or putting your effort into your home life, it's like, well, now it's the place where you want to spend all your time anyways. Okay. What's happening in love? What don't they see coming in love? What's happening in love for my Geminis? Ooh, passion. Passion. Okay. Someone is going to be tapping into a partner who's way more passionate, or like your sex life, Gemini, is going to be getting really good. Like, if you've been bored and frustrated, also, like, I just see you working and like maybe having someone come over your house and call it a day. You know, like that's all you got time for is you and that lover coming in, Gemini. This may be someone at first, it's just fun, right? Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. It's someone you enjoy having fun with, maybe to share a hobby or share the same passion, but it's also someone who can be you're highly attracted to, and it's like getting hot and heavy very fast between you two. So your sex life is going to increase here. And this person may be pretty like assertive, or very more forceful than you were expecting, you know? So this may shock you, how dominant somebody is, or like aggressive, but not in a bad way, but like in a passionate way. I don't think you're going to hate this with the lover card being here. So that's why I see your sex life increasing here, Gemini. It may right now just be fun. Later it'll get more serious. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Gemini like yourself, because I see it twice, or a Sagittarius here, maybe. Let's get into final messages. Don't get too distracted and about what other people think, right? Because sometimes when I'm looking at the clouds and everything, it's giving me very air qualities, which is thinking and minds. Don't get into other people's minds. You got to stay grounded right now and focused. And you already know that, but like, I'm here to tell you that, to remind you, because I'm your friend. I'm your tarot bestie, okay? And I'm here to remind you, stay focused on what matters. Stay focused on the grind. You are changing up, but this all leads to the stability you're looking for. Maybe you're going to be able to pay off a home. Maybe you're going to be able to, have more money to invest into your home, or more money just to invest into a savings account. Like, everything you're doing is changing up your life in general. And that's why you're working so hard. And I'm proud of you. Someone needs to tell you that. Okay. So that is for Gemini. Thank you guys so much for liking the live. Thank you, Carms. Alrighty. Signs you could be dealing with. I already said Gemini, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, strong earth energy you could also be dealing with. Aquarius. Yeah, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Scorpio, Libra, Aries. Oh, you're a Gemini. That's awesome, Carms. I like your name. I actually call my brother that. Well, with a C though, but I call him Carm. So it's like cute to see your name. All right, moving on to Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What you don't see coming in. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also, someone's going to be watching you heavily. Like, as you start to glow up, it's like Gemini, they can't take their eyes off you. All right. Cancer. Hi, gun guy. Cancer gang. Cancer. All right. Cancer. What could be happening for you is something that's deep beneath the surface, kind of like giving like a eighth house energy. It could be involving sex, or power dynamics, or money dynamics that you've buried for a really long time. Like anything like eighth house related. Like, there could even be some paranoia, around the way that you view emotional power and someone having that over you, or money dynamics of a situation where who does have the power, and possibly sex. Any maybe even sometimes with the eighth house, that kind of like is talking about like traumas, or things that you've buried around your sex life that you don't really like talking about. But it's going to come up out of the surface because it's meant to. And you could see that happening in the next 6 to 12 months. All right. And not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like something hits you out of the blue and you're like, why am I thinking about that? But it's something for you to uncover. Why am I thinking about that? And maybe even why you're paranoid, about it. What happened to you, or what happened maybe even in your family about the way that you share resources, or share those deep, intimate things that you don't want to tell people. So you may be telling somebody that you love a secret that you've never told before as well. Oh, you're a Cancer rising and a Cancer Venus. You get me. What's your moon sign? You get me that you get misunderstood a lot. Gemini sun, and then all that Cancer placements. Interesting. You may be breaking certain drinks that you used to drink, like sodas, coffees, liquors. You're trying to cut back and only drink like water or teas. You may be trying to skip out on drinks that are not healthy for you at this time, Cancer. Maybe you're trying to get like a healthier diet as well. But there's something around affairs and a mystery person that maybe, right? Eighth house is like hidden, things that are hidden, or maybe there was someone in that is still confusing, or something that's still puzzling you around relationships, and you're trying to like see something clearly because you've never really thought of, yeah, you may be also dealing with like trying to figure out a puzzle, and it could be involving around an affair, or just trying to understand something and gain knowledge around it with affairs and mysteries, like trying to puzzle something together that you find confusing. Interesting. Side note, that's not for everybody, but like that's just what came out, mystery affairs and drinks. So like maybe you're catching somebody at a rendezvous being like, what are you doing here? And it may just be a friend, it may not be your partner, but you know, there could be questioning on someone and what they're doing, and confused as to why they do it. But it's going to help you clear your mind, so don't get scared of it. It just helps you get clear on the person you are and why you are the way you are, or why you may be like, it may help you alleviate your doubts or make sense of something that you've been trying to hide that you know is true to you, and it helps you go forward. So you may be scared of something, don't be scared. I mean, like I said, it's just an illusion in your mind. Like you may just be dealing with paranoia or jealousy about affairs because, like, let's say that happened to a parent or a family friend or a family member. So now you have an intense fear that that could happen to you, but it's not real. And you may have to uncover of, wait, why am I dwelling on this past situation that happened, right? Because going forward, it'll help excel you, right? Because it's like, it's saying here, don't dwell on the past, but focus on creating a brighter future. And so this is, even if you are very focused or confused if this is happening to you, it will actually take your doubts away, and knowing that you are right to move forward and not dwell in a past situation anyways. If you've been cheated on recently as well, or that has happened to you, you're going to start to move faster. I would say if it's happened in the last year to 6 months and you've been trying, or longer than that, and you've been trying to heal from it, you'll be moving on from it much faster than you could. Okay. Oh, Sagittarius moon. I love your energy. I love that. I love that. Gemini, Cancer energy, Sag energy. That's fun. All right, hold on. All right. Let's see where your current energy is here, Cancer. Okay, the moon card. So yeah, there are some illusions or something that you find very confusing, and you're trying to navigate how to go about it. So you could be feeling really emotional right now. Sometimes with that moon card, it's paranoia, which is what I said in the beginning. And with the Ace of Cups, about how you give or you're receiving love. And I feel like this is a fear to be vulnerable about your feelings, or something you've been hiding for a really long time. But with the King of Cups, you're going to try to diffuse it. Okay, so with the King of Cups being here, you're going to try to diffuse it and find the right course of action. So even though you feel something really heavy, you remain very calm on the surface. So a lot of people may not even know you're going through it because it's something you like to keep to yourself. Also, your intuition will be very heightened at this time. Oh, what's your music show? Hi, William. Nice to see you. With the Ten of Pentacles, this is all around your stability. there's a new perspective coming in about how you're going to work within a partnership, or how you're working with another person in your life, about feeling secure in it and having to override fears of paranoia or jealousy. But it really does help you be more open to a partner or to a person that you're trying to date. I'm getting a lot of love messages here, so I don't need to go onto it. Like, I don't need to go into love because this is a love reading. I think you may be wondering if someone's being insincere or unfaithful to you, Cancer. And with the Knight of Pentacles, you've been working through it, or maybe just working to not think about it. Like, you may have suspicions, but you haven't been acknowledging it because you don't want to. But with the Five of Wands being here, it's a fight you can no longer avoid, or a situation that's just starting to become more of a conflict or more of a problem, or this situation is going to become more complicated the more you don't try to express how you feel. Why is this coming in? Yeah, and this is not going to be for everybody. So, like, if you don't suspect your partner doing anything, or maybe you're not dealing with like a feeling of worry or concern, then obviously this is not your message. Oh, hi, Tara. Libra gang. Nice to see you again. Hi, hi. It's morning. I love that. What's MPC? On an MPC? What's that? Okay, so here with the Seven of Wands to the Five of Swords in reverse, this is giving like, I want to find a compromise because I'm really defensive towards you, or I'm starting to get really frustrated and feeling like I need to protect my heart and protect myself, because I'm worried, or I have fears or doubts about us. So like, I need to protect my money, or I need to, like, maybe you want to sign a prenup, for instance, right? Because that's shared resource. That's the eighth house. Like, I want to protect myself. So let's come to a compromise here. There maybe talks about that as well. But I could also see here, this is coming in because you can't ignore the elephant in the room, quite literally. Like, if someone's stepping out, you can't not see what you just saw, and you need to find reassurance about what is really going on, because you over here in the depths of your fear or worry isn't going to make it go away. It's not. Only thing to do is to confront it. So here with the World card, you want to integrate with this person. You want to come together with them so you can get what's really going on here. That's why it's coming in. I feel like you're losing a sense of power, or you're just feeling like this person that you're dealing with is strongly opposing you and the life that you want with them, or that the life that you have together. And this is giving like this person's lacking direction and confusing things. And so with the Page of Cups, you want you and this person to have more open, heartfelt communication, or opening up emotionally about how we really feel about big questions, so that we can understand one another and be more loving. Like, I feel like this is coming from a place of love, okay? Not from a place of, like, yes, there's some fears about talking about it, but it comes from a sense of wanting a closeness to them as well. Oh, very cool, Erin. I love that. With the Ace of Pentacles, it may bring a sense of sadness, but it also will bring a new sense of security, which is what I said. Yes, you have to go through the tunnel, but on the other side of it is clarity and a sense of a new opportunity to move forward and to have a brighter future, okay, than where you've been, or where it's been going, which has been a lot of like a puzzle, a lot of confusion, and a lot of illusion around things you don't know about. And you need to get clear and open up emotionally about how you feel. And again, it's like something you can't put under the rug anymore. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Could be dealing with a Cancer, a Libra, a Pisces here. I'm also seeing Virgo, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah. Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces again, and Virgo. These could be triggering you around eclipse seasons. Hi, checking in from London. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. Hi, hi. Thank you for saying hello. You're defensive about talking about this, or, and this may happen again, I said, from the next 6 to 12 months, but I feel like your mind has already been having these questions, or it wouldn't be coming up for me. All right. Next, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Do we have any Leos? Leo rising. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you guys so much for liking the live. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I will check it out. Do you just put in MPC? I'm just trying to understand like how I check it out. Or what is your YouTube called? Okay. So Leo, you're gonna be asking yourself, here you come around again. It's the song in my headphones by Dolly. Oh, it's on this account. Okay, I will check it out. What time do you usually go on? Hi, Harpreet or Harpreet. Hello. I'm good, Johnny. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I did say it right. Okay, good. So Leo, there could be a question around relationships right now or within the next 6 to 12 months about why you choose the people you do. Are you choosing it because of the power dynamics or the way that the perception of the relationship is? But something could be happening in a relationship, Leo, where you can't look at it the same or you see it way differently than you ever have before. I also see that there will be like if you feel like the relationship has been one-sided, you're going to be done. Like if there is a question of that it's not mutual, you're no longer going to perform. You're no longer going to keep saying it's okay, it's not, and you're going to get sick of it. So if you feel like you've been putting on or performing and saying everything's okay when really there's been a lot of resentment, it'll start to crack. You're Gretchen Wiener crack. We should all just kill Julius Caesar. Like crack, right? Like we should all just kill Caesar. Like it's giving that. Like you're gonna be over it. You're gonna crack. So yeah, no half-ass shit no more. Oh, you're doing a hangout sesh while you're on here and there? Oh, but I'm sure you're on your phone. Oh, you're a Virgo. Okay, we're doing Virgo next. Hang tight. Yeah, I'll try to check it out. Bye, Erin. Thanks for coming. Okay, moving on to, sorry guys, I was intrigued. Okay, going into Leo. Leo, current, what you don't see coming within whatever parts of your life. Thanks, Erin. Bye. Oh, hi, Bethy. Nice to see you. All right. You might be wanting to pause before you start your next journey. You also could be getting an encounter here, Leo, with a new love partner as well, where you meet them by chance, or could be a crush energy. Oh, not this again, Leo. It's been forever. Which may actually cause you to break up with somebody else. So you may be pausing on one relationship and going through walking away or ending it with someone, but also meeting somebody by chance, or like you immediately see this person and you have a crush on them, or you're developing feelings, and it's like justice, maybe like maybe you meet someone as soon as you end it with someone else, or something like that happens, like you end it and then there's something else there for you. Okay, so let's see here. Ooh, so this is all relationship. This is all really, you're getting a relationship read. I don't even care. This is what it is. All right. You're like, Nina, let's talk about my money. No, you're always working. You're always about your money. We don't need to talk about that, Leo. Okay. All right. What's Leo's current energy here? You're always putting your head down and grinding. What's new, Leo? Let's get juicy reads, okay? Okay, so right now you're defensive. You're just persisting on, working, standing your ground. Feeling like you're really close to success. Maybe you're getting a win or getting a goal, or very close to what your goals are. But here with the Judgment, you're reflecting on something, or you're seeing something that you can no longer not see anymore. Like, why am I so defensive? Why am I staying in this? For what? Hi, Oda. Hello, hello. You're Leo. Hi. Okay. I do feel that you're getting really tired of one situation. At the same time, there's an opportunity possibly within career or work. You were like, Nina, let's talk about my work. Like, no, Nina, really, let's talk about my work. Okay, work is coming in, so you get your wish, Leo. But yeah, you may be feeling like you need work that aligns with your soul mission. Maybe you even feel like the work you're doing is more purposeful and like a soul like calling, like you've been asking or praying about, like, where's my life going, or what direction should I go? And then there's a new work opportunity and you're like taking it because you're getting called on a lot, or you're getting received well, and you're trusting in the the skills that you have, but also that you have people who are really loyal and standing by you possibly at this time. With the Empress card, though, there's an opportunity with this career that brings on a new life for you. So I think whatever this career or this position switch is, it does bring on a new way of living. Okay, so like let's say you were working a very manual labor job and then you started doing content. Well, that's a change and shift, because you went from a very laborsome job to now working online where you're staying at home, right? So something like that could be happening. Or let's say you were working at home and now you're like a flight attendant and you're traveling all over the world. Change in job changes your whole lifestyle. So that's what I could see here, is like something here that's changing your lifestyle. But you're also here with the Empress wanting to maybe relax into a lifestyle. Maybe even becoming a little bit more lazy, or not in a bad way, but just like, I just want to relax, right? With the rest, it's like, I just want to pause here and just chill for a minute, because I did get a new opportunity, or there is opportunities for me that is making, that I could see myself being very successful at, or making a lot more money here, right? Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. So there could be wherever you're stepping into brings a lot of security into your life, financially, and will be around a strong foundation that brings you long-term success. But you also sense that you love to do this too, or that it's your calling, right? Because like sometimes with that judgment in the horn, it's like it's calling on you to go do this. Um, and so with the Ace of Pentacles, there's a new opportunity here within career or with a new venture to make money. And so there's this new opportunity to make money and find some security within this opportunity. But also there could be, like, especially if this is a new job for you, Leo, whatever this job is, you will be meeting someone who is crushing on you at your job. Or comes out, if you're leaving one job, they could be coming out and saying, wait, Leo, I like you, before you leave. So it's something like that, like a new opportunity within career also brings in a person who is attracted to you. Because with the Page of Cups, yeah, I feel like that's love here. But again, your money and your finances will be looking really good. You could again be shifting out of something, but let me get into money real quick. Love real quick. Again, Leo, all you want to talk about is money and work. All right, no, this is love. Let's get into the love portion. What can you tell me about with love? You forgot the reason why you started with someone in the first place. Chariot card in the first. What made me so into this? I don't even know. But here with the Three of Pentacles, it's like I no longer really want to collab or work together. Like I don't have energy to put in this. Like I'm kind of getting over it. Because Chariot in the upright is like why I'm going in this direction. But Chariot in reverse is like a very stubborn energy of like not wanting to go or forgetting why we took the reins and decided to go this way in the first place, right? So what I'm seeing here, Leo, is when it comes to working it out with someone, it's just the constant fights. I'm not here for it. Like, actually, a lot of Leos I know don't like drama. Like they like hearing other people's tea. Like there's a there's a difference between hearing something that's parallel to you. Like, oh, did you hear about this person? This happened. You're all ears for that. You love that kind of stuff. But the moment that it's actually someone like anywhere close to you or it has to affect your personal life, I don't like drama. So there's a difference between liking hearing tea and actually being in the middle of that shit. I don't want to be in the middle of that shit. Take that elsewhere. Nah. If it's anywhere close to me, I'm like out. Right, Leo? I get it. I really do. So, yes, Virgo's coming right after this. Hang tight. So, with the Five Swords, I'm tired of you chirping in my ear. I'm tired of you saying I'm not doing enough when I've been trying. If you don't think I'm doing enough, then go be with someone who's what you want. Because if I'm not doing it, cool. Because I know who I am and I know what I bring to the table. So you're not gonna tell me what I'm not doing. Okay, like you don't have time. You just sitting there like, okay, like shut up. Don't tell me I'm perfect. It's in a jokey way that you mean that, not in a serious way, okay? But Page of Swords, I just think you're tired of someone posing in and asking questions about you and chirping in your ear and telling you stuff. You may, even if this is a partner you're dealing with, they just may be too drama filled for you. And so with the Queen of Swords, you're really starting not to, I feel like you're just starting to feel very removed from them in your heart space. Like I'm just not into you. Like something about them is turning you off and you're starting to realize it. Like I'm tired of every time we talk, it's a novel. Who is this person, Leo? Yeah, you're turned off by them. It's like every time you're around them, it's like they're maybe asking you, are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? It's like off my back. I don't know. Sometimes with the Justice card to the Six of Cups being here, it's like I stay in it because I loved where we started or how we started. And I wanted us to come together because I've known you for a really long time and I've trusted you. But I really have like lost the reasons why I started this. I guess it was due to sentiment or nostalgia. You know, that's what it's giving. It's like, oh, it was nostalgia. It was sentiment of how it started. Thank you, Peach, for liking the live. Thank you. Thank you. So let's see here. So I don't know. You could be breaking. Some of you, it could be a breakup. Some. But some of you, it's just I'm over you. You're getting on my nerves. I need a break. Right? Let me see what's challenging you here within. I do feel like you're challenged or annoyed. What's challenging you is you're getting fearful or you're getting worried about something. You're worried because you're not emotionally invested anymore. You're not emotionally invested anymore. And it's like you're refusing to make a decision on it because you know you're not as invested, but you don't know what to do. And so when this person's questioning, like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? It's like, I really want to know. No, you don't. So you just stay quiet or something, like you don't say anything. Like someone may be questioning you all the time and you just kind of get quiet. Yeah, I'm meeting someone who's together with someone. Like you're wondering, is this just where we're going or is this just a rough patch? Okay. Okay. It's going to take time for you to figure that out. Outcome here with this. Yeah, it still has to evolve. I told you a lot of these readings are still for a good 6 to 12 months, and you may just be recognizing some of this stuff. I do see something new coming in here with the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, and the Fool card. So there could be a turning point where you just completely remember what direction you do want to go in. That leads you with the Fool card to something new. And, you know, there may be a lot of fighting within this relationship that could continue. You would already know if you feel this way, right? Like, I'm not saying something that you aren't already feeling. I'm telling you something that I'm confirming the way that you're feeling. So if you're like, no, I'm in love, this is not my reading, blah, blah, good, then that's not your reading and you can take it as that. I'm talking to someone who knows that they're losing interest in someone, right? With the Three of Pentacles, I think there's an issue because, Three of Pentacles, yeah, coworker maybe here getting involved. What is that? Something quickly is changing within a collaboration, within a work situation. And that is like kind of accelerating or exciting you more and creating an end to a situation where you were confused. Two of Swords, Death card. So someone else having feelings for someone else or is like wanting to spend your time more with others than you do them is more of a recognition. I'm not really into them. But you know what? This is going to play out the way it's meant to. So that's just what I see for you so far. I see things rapidly changing and you wanting to work on something with someone else. But some of you will be able to work on this, but it'll take a while because there will be a lot of fights in between about the way you see things because you guys are very stubborn, the both of you I'm hearing, and you don't see things the same way, which causes a lot of arguments. And I'm getting like a very talk back energy with you, like tell me something I don't know, you know. So yeah, I'm getting like you're very annoyed by something and you like bite your tongue with this person, which is surprising, but it's like not worth the arguments. Could be dealing with a Libra, or it's not worth, like, whatever, I'll get over it. Like you just push it down. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Aries. Pisces, Cancer, Cancer, Libra, Leo. All right, so that's what I see here. All right, Virgo. I don't answer personals. I just do zodiac signs, okay? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is happening for you? Ooh, that is a bad 16. All right. Virgos, let me get a sip of water. I see Virgo here, Virgo there, Virgo everywhere. Do we have any Virgo risings, moons, or Venuses? I see a lot of suns in the chat, but okay. Virgo, let's see here. So Virgo, your body may be telling you something and you need to listen to it. So you could be having physical changes. Also, Virgo, be very careful of shrinking yourself to be in service. I just feel that's no longer going to work anymore. Like you might be understanding that you're getting signs, like let your body talk, or let your physical, or like you will be recognizing what you can no longer tolerate because your body will be pushing you to insinuate something. Like maybe it's anxiety, like chest, maybe it's your pit of your stomach, or yeah, there'll be like signs. Like recently, one interesting thing that has been happening to me a lot is wow, that's a really nice sunset. It's like blue and green. I usually don't see it. It's so pretty. Okay. Wow. Sorry. I got distracted here. Oh, your knees have been hurting. Mine's been like my ears for some reason. Like I literally like my ears like go out and all I hear is like a in my ears. And that's been happening like that's happened twice in 1 week. And I was like, what is this? So, listen to your body, maybe go on more walks, try to ground yourself. Don't push through because people expect things out of you. It's not fair to you. Okay. Yeah, maybe put some ice on it too. That might help. All right, Virgo, let's see here. What does Virgo not see coming? You could be overcoming an obstacle in the way that you need to heal yourself or nurture yourself. You're working through it right now. And also some of my Virgos could be a working parent, or their children could be involved as well. And it could be like you're going through a trial period with your kids and it's frustrating or it's like annoying. But there is a new beginning happening. So if you've been annoyed or going through a trial period with your kids, I see that changing. It could have been like the struggle bus with them, but it could be getting more organized, or you may need to get more organized with your kids and set up a new plan, or yeah, I'm getting like a new schedule so that everyone's on the same page, because what's working ain't working, right? So there could be something about your routines or your habits also that you need to focus on or change. Like maybe it's a new cleaning plan or a new diet plan. So I could see something new like that coming in, but also could be very resourceful to you and help you in your daily life. And that could be changing. You also maybe having stricter boundaries and higher standards as a result, because it doesn't align with your time management. Okay, so you're getting like even stricter than you did before. All right. Okay, so those are some things here. And so that's what I see happening. A lot more about daily habits, routines, your work, how you handle your work, and getting stricter or more adamant, okay, to discipline yourself here. Discipline will be a key for my Virgos. What else can you tell me is happening for Virgos here? Single, isolating yourself, feeling very independent at this time. You kind of have your headphones, as I have my headphones on, and ignoring the bullshit is going to do you some service. There is someone from your past that you've forgotten about, and they're checking up on you, but you're free from it. You're no longer held up by whatever someone else, was thinking about you. Like, you're over here, like, you looking like a badass, Virgo. I don't know what this is, but this is just, go ride on your horse, okay? Go ride. Right. But you may be taking the initiative. You may be stepping up as a leader here with the King of Swords, someone that people, he's someone of authority who has power and can take the initiative and lead others. And, you're appearing very self-sufficient. And this may be making someone look at you in a different light because you're taking on more of a leadership role, or just like standing firm on yourself and not really letting anyone else get to you. Yeah, you're not gonna let anyone else get to you. You're looking like a savage. Like, I see no one and no one sees me. Like, you do have your headphones on, right? And you're just like going your own way. That makes people highly like, people keep being like, damn, Virgo's changed. Like, people will probably be noticing that about you, in the way that you don't let other people, you don't act based on the way other people around you are being. And that's why you're no longer shrinking. Oh, you're the year of the horse. This is the year of the horse as well. So, hey, Debbie, like, this is your year. Take advantage. Nice. What else here for my Virgos? And why is all this happening right now for Virgo? There could also be a new career for some of you, or more money coming in. I think you were doing a lot to keep the peace in situations when actually people, and this actually people were strongly disappointing. Like, I feel like you did a lot to try to keep the peace and always be a peacemaker, and always end up the person down and out after you continuously tried and tried. And so there's no, like, the disappointments led you to be like, what am I doing all this for? Like, why am I trying so hard? I'm not going to try anymore. F this. This is ridiculous. I'm just going to stay to myself and work on things that matter to me, like my kids, my family, and like my home life, things I can control, or things that I genuinely care about. But the things that I wasted my time in that just led to disappointments, like, I wish you well, but I'm honestly moving on. I don't have time for it. Yeah, it just keeps saying here, like, these situations were not rewarding. They weren't successful. It drained your energy. You didn't get much out of it, and you felt like defeated, So that's why this is happening now, because if without these, like, slamming the doors or these hard lessons, you wouldn't be able to walk in like this. Like in those westerns when they walk in the door and they're like, like, yeah, I don't know the sound. I mean, the sound's in my head, but I don't think I'm making the sound right? But it's like a whistle sound. It's like, it's like, it's like, that's the energy, very lone wolf. But it's because you cared too much about other people. Oh, the year of the dragon is so cool. I'm just like, how did ever, like, someone say the year of the dragon, and then someone was like, you know what, and we'll have the year of I just don't think it's fair. Why does one person get to be a dragon and the other person gets to be like a rat or a snake? Like, obviously I want to be a dragon, I just like side note, we need to make all the zodiac signs fair. Some of it's not. Like one's a dragon. Everybody wants to be a dragon. You know? It's like I wish I was a dragon. I don't want to be a cock. Like I don't want to be a chicken. I didn't get to decide that. My birth year did? Okay, cool. Like what? You just have such a clear mind, Virgo, than you ever did before because not other energies are entering your mind. Because you've put your heart out of it or wanting validation of, like maybe sometimes you just wanted to be a good person. And I think Virgo it's not about the things you do that make you a good person. And I think you're taking your heart out of situations and just seeing like clearly that like that doesn't get me anywhere. I don't think you're an asshole. I just think you're like, I give my heart to the people who I know, like, I can trust it with, right? Oh, do you know me, Johnny? Do you know me? You're hilarious. Oh, wait. Debbie is nice. Debbie's very nice. So with the Ace of Cups, you had to drain all the wasteless energy. You had to drain all the energy out so that you could get back to finding finding yourself through that place, okay? All right. So, Ace of Cups, there could be love coming for you. Okay. So, we're going to get into love when I see this Ace of Cups. I also just feel like you're going to be more whole as a whole. It's like a lot of things you were doing was out of kindness, but like at a detriment. So, again, Ace of Cups being here makes you feel more whole in who you are. Ooh, Knight of Wands. Someone could be passionately coming in here. Okay, could be dealing with Sag. Ten of Cups. Okay, so you could quickly meet a partner and find complete contentment with them. Like, I don't know, like your soul may feel at rest or your heart may feel at rest with someone. Thank you, LBM, for the follow. Sorry, I kind of botched that. Thank you. And thank you so much for liking it, Peach. I really, really appreciate that. So here with the Knight of Wands to the Ten of Cups, this is giving just contentment, especially within your home space or your family space, Virgo. That will start to feel really good. Like you're just going to be so happy with the family you have or the family that's already yours and just feeling more with like close to them. But also, Virgo, what I'm seeing here is a new lover coming in that you just feel emotionally stable with. Like not someone you question, not someone you're worried about, someone you just feel content with. And I feel like it brings a sense of excitement into your life that you don't have to worry. With the Magician card being here, this is due to your own desires and will and shutting a lot of doors. on people a lot, like having to really stick to your boundaries because I think you were confident with the Queen of Wands here. You were confident that what I'm asking for, what I'm wanting in a partner, it's not hard to ask. It's just they're not the right one, right? Virgo, so it's not hard to ask for the things that you want. And you are confident that what I'm asking for is my necessities. My necessities. This is what I need. And so with the Magician to the Queen of Wands, you never backed down and just accepted it because you didn't want to be alone. You were like, F it, I'll be alone. I'll be independent. I'll be alone as long as I will, until I find that person that brings safety, that brings joy into my life, and that, is the things I'm looking for. I'm not too picky. I'm not. They're just not right. And because I do think you're going to be coming into a partnership that is, oh, thanks, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you. Because I really do see here a partner that is just everything you've been wanting. And it just makes you feel even more confident in who you are, that you never back down and accepted bare minimum. So that's what I'm seeing for love for you. Any final messages here for Virgo? Love is coming in, okay, for my Virgos. Love is here for you, for sure. Resilience. That's what I'm saying. I don't care how long I gotta wait. I don't care if I'm single forever. Like, my love, my heart is not something I'm giving like freely or not giving an F about. I care. And I will wait. Like, you may have to wait a little bit, but I promise, like, when this person comes in, there's a quick feeling of safety or contentment around them. And you will know it because of how you feel, right? 10 of Cups, Knight of Wands. You will be attracted and you will want to, right? Magician is action, but Knight of Wands is also action. You will naturally want to do things, and you will naturally not question or have a worried mind. Okay, it's still. So that's what I have with my Virgos. Could be dealing with an Aries, Virgo, Gemini, or Sagittarius. Yeah, I'm getting like no fear Virgo with whoever this is. I also see Leo, Libra, You're welcome. I'm glad you guys liked the reading. This is honestly what came out. I didn't make it up. So, this is what is here for you. Capricorn, Leo, Aquarius as well. All right, moving on to Libra. I felt like your reading was long, and it's because it was, but whatever. I got distracted. That's why. Not by you guys, but. Hi, Becca, Libra gang. I just saw 3333. So, Libra moon. All right, let's see what we got going on for my Libras. Hi, Kimberly. Libra gang. Hello, hello. All right, so let's see what we got going on for you. What's coming in for Libra here? Okay, Libra, I see you getting more creative. Like, I feel that you're going to need more fun. Okay, you need, like, there's some fun coming in. I think you've been working really hard, but I do see here a lot more creativity coming in. Maybe even if you are single, your dating life could get more fun. I feel like you're also not willing to perform for other people because you have to do what you're creating from a sense of joy and not from a sense of what will apply to the masses. It's what you like to do, what you feel inspired to do. And I really just feel that there's this time coming in for you that is just going to be fun and joyful as you start to get more creative. Maybe you just start to be more open to dating too, and that gets kind of fun. Yeah, this is something maybe divinely intervening. You know, like sometimes we get a spark of an idea and we're like, aha, and we like, so that could be divine intervention too sometimes, right, Libra, where we get an insight of a venture we want to try or do something we've never done before, but we don't know why we want to do it, but they come in, right? So you're welcome, Peach. Some of you also may be getting a pet here. Like there may be a random like posting you see, or there could be an offer to take something in, like a pet in that you weren't really thinking of. I feel like there may be an energy within you where you're feeling like empty, or you're feeling like there's a desire missing in your life. And so you will be finding a way to make things look prettier, or right, Libra, that's kind of your energy. You beautify things, you make things attractive. And so you may be looking at a blank canvas, so to speak, Libra, and finding a way to intervene and make it something extraordinary, which that's a talent that all my Libras tend to have. They just put a little sparkle everywhere they go. And again, you may not see this coming for some reason. When I look at this, well, yes, you are the law, like this is the Libran card here. But also there could be some legal situations getting cleared up. So if you were having any legal problems, I see that there's an opportunity for things to change and karmic dynamics to move away. All right. So I'm also seeing that for you. All right. Let's see here. I feel like whatever you're going to be involved in will be a new insight here. With the Hangman, you're getting removed. You're removing something out of your light, like absolutely, like it has to go. And the reason why something has to leave your life is so that you can sacrifice it for something better. Okay, so that's why something's coming in and changing in your life so that you get something better. Thank you, Miss Sunflower. Yeah, saving grace, forgiving yourself or others is also going to be very important. Relieve the karma so that you can enter a new cycle in your life. There could be a little bit of fantasy, but I kind of like it in the 5th house because get a little bit more crazy in your ideas. Libra, we're on Libra. Get a little bit maybe fantasy. So that I think you're always be able to duel the balance of what is fantasy and what is real. All right, because Libras are very, very sharp. So I think you'll be able to push through any delusions or fantasies that you have and that's something that you may be very good at, Libra, making things that may be fantasy like real. All right, how do I make this real? How do I make it digestible? I'm hearing for some reason. How do I make it digestible? Interesting. But it's going to take a slow climb, but it's fun, or it's something you really like doing. So no matter how long it takes you to reach your success, Libra, or how long it takes you to get to the other side of it, it just takes little bits of effort. So just, stay consistent in what you're doing. So it's a slow climb to get to this place. Also, it could be a hard time for you to forgive people. I don't know why I'm getting that, but some of it's like it's hidden beneath. But it's like I had to clear out a lot of people out of my life or situations out of my life, you know? Okay. You will have to be a little bit more disciplined in what you find harmony in. Like, you have to recognize where you don't find a sense of joy and you're just doing it for what purpose? Am I like, what is the purpose of me doing this? And you might have to question yourself a little bit more on why you did it or why are you doing it? Because I just feel like you need a shift in your life. With the World card, some of you may be moving or wanting to travel. And I do think travel will help you get even more inspired creatively for your next venture. So there's something about when you go on a trip, you may actually be getting inspired as well to do something. With the Six of Cups and the Chariot, there could be an old friend returning in your life, or some of you could get pregnant with the World and the Six of Cups and the Chariot. Some of you guys could get pregnant here. But even if not, this, whatever you're deciding to put in, wherever you're putting your focus, it's going to bring a sense of harmony to your life or just a feeling of excitement. Because sometimes even with that Six of Cups, we're talking about joy and pleasure and where we find our childlike playfulness, right? Which is what I said earlier, that you will be doing something on the creative end, but you will love doing this. Like, you may be very determined or almost like laser focused in doing something, but it's fun. Like, it's also helping you get out of any depression or feelings of emotion that you didn't know how to handle. Maybe some of you guys are writing a story, or you're maybe you're making content or making art. But whatever it is, it really does help you honestly push out any emotional discomfort. And it is a way for you to escape from something emotionally or walk away from something emotionally as well. Again, I cannot move out of the idea of you traveling as well or wanting to travel and move. Something about that. Either you're moving or you're going to be traveling as well. All right, so let's get into love real quick, because I know some of y'all are like, all right, cool, let me get into love. So let me talk about the signs. I'm seeing Aries. You may have an Aries placement. I'm seeing Pisces, Leo, and Cancer. And we're going to move into... Oh, thank you, Becca. I really appreciate that. Thank you so, so much for that. Let's see what's happening in love for my Libras. Ooh, okay. I see a lot of cups here. So there's new love. I feel like I'm talking to a Libra who's not in a relationship. I will say that, so I'm getting more of a single energy here. So you can just take the first message. So for Libras, I'm feeling like there's a new lover, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. There is someone that you're going to be having an emotional awakening with that leads to a lot of clarity. Like, you will naturally feel like the way that you two talk to one another, because sometimes with Libras, even though they are very I feel like Libras are very attractive, but you also have to remember Libras like the mind. If you can't hold a conversation with me and we can't talk about various groups of different things in our life, then I'm bored. Like, I need to stay intrigued and I need to stay excited. There's something about the way that you two talk. Like, you guys could stay on the phone all night and it's a good time. With the Knight of Cups being here, there's a lot of romance too. Like, it's not just the conversation, but with the Knight of Cups, this is love coming in and following your heart and following what you want. So like I said, you could just be dating and talking to somebody, and as you start to grow into this, it just seems like there's more time spent of showing each other support as well. With the Queen of Cups, it could even start as emotional support and being just true people who are really there for each other and listening to each other that it turns into something that is more meaningful and loving. I feel like this kind of love is a very it's an empathetic connection. You know, it's a connection that's built on empathy and care for one another and kindness. This is not just built on lustful energy. It's not. It's built on true emotional connection. And I feel that this may be someone you've never experienced love like this before, because it's about feeling understood emotionally. And it just feels that this person's so open-minded to you and you're open-minded to them, that it feels like I can tell you anything and I'm being received. I'm being listened to rather than talked to. That could be something you've dealt with before. Interesting. You're getting a good love reading here. Okay. What else for my Libras when it comes to love? Okay, so we see Justice and the Two of Swords. I feel like you're going to be very clear-minded with this person, but you may not want to make a decision on it immediately, because maybe this person's more of the forceful one with the Chariot. You could be dealing strongly with a Cancer or a Pisces or a water sign here, Libra. But this person with the Chariot to the Two of Cups, this person may be the ones exposing their feelings to you or deciding to move in your direction, Libra, because they feel such a bond or attraction to you that they just naturally gravitate or pull towards you. I just feel like they love feeling connected to you. Like, I can't miss out on that. Yeah, this person's a leader. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor and the Knight of Swords. This person makes a lot of the moves, more than you do, I have to say. So you won't have to do a lot. Not that I'm saying that's a problem for you. It's not. I'm just saying this person just tends to be the one, just has no control and just wants to take the reins. And you're like, great. All right, sorry, I'm seeing that. Is there anything else here for Libra? Yeah, this is someone who, you two have a very emotional connection. There will be a lot of curiosity when it comes to this person. Like, there's a lot of sparks between you two. Like, the sparks will fly, and there's a lot of wonder of where it's going. But just don't forget, there is a warning here to still have boundaries. Okay, don't let still have your boundaries. Like, yes, you may feel like this person is very supportive of you and there's a loving connection and you want to follow your heart, but don't forget to remember your boundaries, or the ones that you've had, because they don't change just because somebody news in and you let your walls down, or just because you've built this heartfelt, loving relationship, it doesn't mean you just drop everything. So there's like a warning about, make sure you still treat this person exactly like you treat everybody else. Like, they don't get to just, so that you still need your boundaries up. Okay, there's something about that. Like, don't forget them because you're in love. All right. So that's what I have to say here. Yeah, balance the emotions is what it's saying, and just try to have some patience with it. Don't, like, I know this, I think you may have to be the one having to say, well, wait, like, before we make a decision, let's, like, I want to tell you, like, okay, I'm not comfortable doing this, or I am comfortable doing that. Because this person is a very assertive person, but that doesn't derive you of the things you also need emotionally, or what you are really truly comfortable with. Like, what I'm seeing here is something like, I'm not really comfortable with it, but I love you, or I'm so in love in this moment that, oh, I let it slide. No. Okay. So just like, it's not a bad thing. It's just like, almost like Spirit saying, like, watch out for you just letting all your boundaries go out the window because you love someone. All right. Oh, this person is your best friend. Oh, I love that. Oh man, so you've been like that energy that I've been hitting on for the past month about friends. Is that you? Because I keep getting that for like a month now, and I'm like, what is this? Could be dealing with a Cancer or a Libra. I'm seeing 222 here. So balance the connection, even if it is very strong emotionally. It's not like I'm saying this, you and this person will have red flags. It's just a reminder. Still have the same boundaries or the same things that, and these boundaries are for yourself, not for the person. It's just like, don't get quickly involved in something where it's like, you know, there's so much love that it's just like rose colored glasses. It's not bad. It's just a reminder here. Cancer, Pisces. Oh, and I'm seeing 2 1s. So 1 1 1 2 2 2. New direction, new start. That's what that's giving me. All right, moving on to Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Scorpio. All right, Scorpios. This. Oh wait, let me do a check on my. Hold on. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. So this will something just to look out for as you, like what could be coming in for you is dynamics around your family and what safety and security looks like for you, especially within your home sector. And it could be that you are going under and exposing a lot of things that you weren't aware about within your family dynamics, or reasons why you act the way you do is due to a lot of family secrets that we don't talk about. I'm getting that sound like we don't talk about Bruno. You know, we don't talk about what happened there. It's like, well, why aren't, like, you want to talk, like you want to investigate that. Why? So it's not okay. It's not fine. It's not normal. It's like you're ripping a generational wound out, okay, and wanting to see it for what it is. So that could be something you're going through on a personal level. What else could be happening here for Scorpios? You're welcome, Tara. I'm glad that you told me that, because I'm like, you know, for weeks I'm like, I must be talking to no Libra, like I'm resonating with no Libra, because I keep getting this energy for a while now, and it's like just nice to know that there's a Libra who's like, oh yeah, that's me. Like, and I'm like, where's this coming from? All right, sorry. Next. So you've been pretty alone here, Scorpio, just in solitude. And there's been a lot of reflecting on your need to survive and kind of having to go things at it alone. Like, I stand alone. Yeah, you have that energy. Okay, Scorpio. And so there could be an opportunity for you that reveals why you've gone on this journey, or why you've done it this way, or why things have happened to you. It's like maybe you remind yourself of someone familiar in your life, like a mother who was a single mother, or a father who was a single father, or someone in your life who was always very independent and had to do things on their own or the hard way. And so maybe you're looking at your own basic instincts of why you feel to stay, like your needs for survival, or why you do what you do. And there's an opportunity that's getting revealed to you of why you maybe stayed where you stayed, and you may be wanting to journey onto a new horizon outside of what's familiar to you. Okay. With the divinely guided, this is your trust in what you're uncovering right now, and why like it's kind of like a mystery about why you do what you do, but also, or why you have this instinct in you. But it's also here about where is home, and maybe you feeling guided to go in a different direction than what others or what you perceived of your life to look like. And so with the fantasy land here, it's like maybe you're cutting through illusions, you know, or just talking about something that, you know, we need to kind of rip or recognize that's, you know, it's not normal or it does need to be exposed. And you're seeing something for, you know, not need, you can't stay in fantasy land forever about it, right? Or someone can't. So let's see here. Your current energy. What is Scorpio's current energy here? You're going through a moment where you're overcoming an obstacle and you're staying very focused on your work with the Seven of Pentacles, working really hard. You will be seeing the labors, you will be seeing the fruits of your labor, so to speak. You also are highly attracted and dependent upon in your work life. I think I've said this to you almost every day, and it's coming out again. But with the Seven of Cups, there could be a lot of endless choices you have. If you are putting yourself out there in a romantic sense, you could also be having a lot of opportunities. People are very magnetic to you at this time or drawn to you and could be dreaming of you or, you know, fantasizing about you even here as well. You could right now not be seeing. You could still be trapped, though, in a way of seeing things. And there could be, again, a need to surrender or a need to maybe sacrifice your love or emotional complexes at this time to focus on the work. It's like, I want love or I want a person in my life, but right now I'm just choosing to put my head down and grind. Um, and then for others of you, uh, and I feel like you want to be independent right now. I feel like, yeah, I might have options, or yeah, I know there's someone attracted to me, but I'm just not sure if that's the right choice to make here with the Seven of Cups. Okay. You don't know. I think you don't feel like it. I feel like you don't know, and that's like an answer there for you. Like if you don't know, then shouldn't that be an answer? But with the Five of Pentacles, yeah, I don't. You're feeling like um insecurity about it or not feeling like it's the right opportunity. There's something about I don't want to go into that, right? It's like I could go in there, but I don't want to go in. Like it's giving like you got invited out on a date and you say no, I don't want to go out. Or you bail last minute or something because you just want to stay at home, Queen of Pentacles. You know, you also maybe at a time where you're really trying to save your money and you don't want to be spending it. But with the Lovers here, I feel like there's also you wish you had a partner at home. Like, I just wish I don't want to go out on dates. I don't want to date. I just want to have someone that, like, when I'm home, like, it doesn't feel like, you know, it'd be nice to have someone sitting in the chair next to me while I watch a show or, you know, just it's like their body being there, not even needing to talk to them, which is really funny, Scorpio. But I am getting that. Like, I want someone that's just really relaxed, really chill, and, like, it's just kind of like a body there that makes me feel secure and comforted, but like doesn't need to be there all the time. You don't have to come all the time. You can, you know, or like we don't have to talk all the time. So yeah, I feel like you've been missing. Like I do think you really want a partner, and you're missing that desire to have someone, especially like living with someone. That's something you desire. Okay, so let's get into the love portion because it keeps coming out. But also, is there anything else here for Scorpio? There's key people from your past who, oh, okay, so within romantic connections, I'm getting that there's somebody from your past um, who misses you and may still try to like come in unexpectedly, miss you, uninvited guest. You're like, no, no. It's giving like this person wants to a big change or may try to surprise you and reach out to you. This could be an old friend or just someone. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it is someone from your past who misses you. And it's someone that used to be a key person in your life or someone that, you know, had the key to you or knew you very well, I would say. Okay. No, okay, I hear you. No, listen. I just pull cards. That's it. Tell me about love for Scorpio here. Dang. All right. Scorpio, I feel like there is somebody who wants to give to you and wants to change it with you. There is someone here who wants to change and give to you. I want to give you my time and energy. I want to invest in you. I'm passionate about you. I care about you. I understand that I really hurt you or I did something that was really effed up. I know I disappointed you here, but I can be that secure person in your life. Listen, Scorpio, don't intervene. Do not intervene. I know you want to, but hey now. This person's like, I know you're defensive, but let me just put my time and energy. Let me show you. I can wait it out. I know you're cautious of me. I'll just watch and wait, see what I do, and just look, like, just be open to me. Just look at me in this way. Maybe this is like a friend who wants to be your love, and you're like, no, I don't see you that way. But you're like, just try to be open to it. Just see me in a different light. And you're like, I'm just getting like, from Scorpio. But like, yeah, this person's gonna try to change your way of thinking about it. But man, even you at the bottom of the deck, I don't see this. No, I don't like me. I'm in my own bubble, creating my life, and you're over here trying to create that. But I don't want that. I don't want to create that. No, not with you. No. Like the Chariot card, this person's like so determined. So determined to try to mend the rift or the problems between you two. All right, I have to. I'm sorry, but how does Scorpio feel? I don't want to waste all my time. All right. How does Scorpio feel about this person? Well, you're in your head about this person because you just don't see it being successful. Like you've been in your head about it being successful and it's really struggled to feel like it's going in a good direction. At the end of the day, like, yeah, you do love this person because they're super romantic. Maybe they're like a really good gift giver or they're highly seducing, you're good in the bedroom. But like, and it does feel like when you're with them, like you just feel like you're on a fantasy ride, which felt great. But it's like the realism of it is like we need, like, it's just a fantasy. Yeah, you're just I just keep getting a very defensive energy from you and you're fearful. Like you just don't, when you look at like a life being created, you just, there's too many fears or like doubts in believing in it, and just like I don't want to waste my time. It's like I do feel like a strong connection toward you, but you can't fight the feeling that you feel like it's a waste of time. Like there's a doubt or fear about that. And so for that, I think that's why you're holding back from this person. So that's what I have for you. You could be dealing with a Pisces, a Gemini, Cancer, Virgo, Gemini, strong Gemini energy here. Leo, Pisces, Aries. And that is what I have for you. Yeah, but don't be surprised if this person is relentless in trying. Hi, Lainey. Yeah. Oh, congratulations. Congrats. I'm so happy for you. Did you pick a name? All right, let's see what's happening for my Sagittariuses. All right, I know I had some Sagittariuses waiting. Are they here? Finally. Okay. Paige, Beth, Morgan. Oh, Morgan's here. I know there's gonna be some tea. If Morgan's in the chat, she always got the tea for Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is one of my favorite people to read for. I think a lot of people know that, but like I love reading for Sagittarius. The tea is always hot. It's never boring with you guys. Ever. Guaranteed a good read. All right. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what's coming in for you. Okay. So, one thing that could be coming in is there could be secrets around a sibling or around a community locally, like in your neighborhood, and it could be getting revealed to you, and it's like some real like craziness. Like it's tea. All right, and that could be coming if you have a sibling. If it's not a sibling, then it could just be somebody that you know locally or in your neighborhood, and it's very quiet or hush hush, and you may feel like, oh well, we need to have a conversation. We're gonna have to have a conversation. Oh, you and your brother are Sagittarius and kind of hate each other. Oh no, that's not good. Like you're not going to be able to accept something and pretend it's all good. Like it'll be lit up. And you're going to hear something and you're going to say something they need to hear. Like, let me tell you. All right. But like I said, this is either something like in your neighborhood or with a family, like a sibling specifically. Okay. So that's just not anyone. Oh, and your neighbor's a Sagittarius. Oh, look at that Sagittarius is all surrounded by Sagittarius. Actually, my mom too. Like she surrounds herself with a bunch of Sagittariuses. And you know what's surprising is she surprisingly doesn't like Leos. And I'm like, weird. Like I know most Sagittariuses I know tend to like other fire signs, but no, not her. Hi, Chrissy, Sag Gang. Hello, hello. All right, so let's see what else we got coming in for you. Ooh, you're getting better. I'm hearing that song Got Better Since You Got Gone by Morgan Wallen, if you guys know it. But yeah, it could be getting better. So you could be growing. And you are seeing like things just getting better in your life. Like you may be getting a better job or getting you also could just be I just feel like Leo broke your heart. Okay. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay. And I just want to tell you, like, if some of you have been really going through it, because honestly, I ain't gonna lie, like I know other Sagittariuses other than just one, and I just felt like a lot of Sagittariuses were going through it like for the last like 2 to 3 years and just been like having to grind it out. But I will say, I just think overall things are getting better for you, and you will start seeing improvements if you haven't. But I also feel that if things are feeling very quiet right now and you're getting bored, there's a reason for it because your life is about to get very loud. So, and I know you enjoy that kind of stuff, Sag, but it's also to say here that your life is going to actually get more exciting. And so enjoy the quiet moment while you have it because you're going to start to have a lot more loudness around you. So you could also be feeling just very emotional at this time. And it's saying like immerse yourself because everything you want is really going to be all around you, but you need to see it. And that's what it's saying. So you may be kind of dealing with a feeling of overly feeling emotional or even a sense of sadness, but it's only because you're about to get better, and it's also you feeling better. It's the start to you seeing all the goodness that's going to be coming for you and that's already around you. So that is your message. Anything else here for Sag before we go into the tarot? So there's a wish or a desire you've been having, and you're going to get it. So if you've been waiting to hear back from a job, or there's an opportunity you've been wanting, I do see that coming in for you. You also may be like, it looks like you're running or leaving something behind. And you may be having to stay away from someone that's just like not good for your well-being. It looks like you're running away, but it to some other person, but in your eyes, it's like, I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time. I give up. Like, I really don't have and it made me laugh. It's like, I really just don't have the time for it. You don't either? Okay, that's crazy. Like, you'd think that all the fire signs get along, but I just, like, it's a thing. I don't think Sages really like the Leo energy as much. I don't know. I'm not saying all Sages, but I just thought it was interesting and how a lot of you guys are confirming that. So I think it's even more funny. And you know what's funny? I tend to also find that Sages love water signs, which is also really interesting to me. Like, a Sag loves the water signs. Like, I don't know what is up with Sag and Cancers always being friends. But like, I always find that Sagittarius always have a water sign friend as their best friend. Anyway, something is circling. Okay, it's drama. I don't know your involvement completely in it, but you're like, bye. Like, if you're gonna be talking and I'm hearing it through the grapevine and you don't have the urge to say it to my face, I'm out. So something will be circulating possibly, and you're gonna like run away from it, or like, I'm not gonna say you're running, because Sagittarius really don't run from arguments or drama. They will like kind of get, like, from whatever I've noticed from a Sag, they don't mind. I don't think you look for drama. It's more like, but when it's in your face, you're not gonna ignore it. You're like, what's the problem? Where's the problem? Come talk to me then. Where's the problem? So I don't see you running away, but I do see you getting away, or like giving up on it completely, because it ain't worth it. So I don't think you hide or run away from an argument. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's something circulating and you want no part of it. No part of it. You're always attracted to Pisces women. Yeah, like, there's something about you that you naturally draw in all the water signs. Okay, moving on to, yeah, he probably wants to come inside. But I'm almost done, so I'm gonna let him chill there for a sec. Okay, let's see what else now. Let me get into the tarot. Why is there things all in reversed? Okay. I feel like there's gossip around you with the Page of Swords in reverse, and I think you might get annoyed by the interactions. Like, it's giving an argument with the Page of Swords and the Judgment card in reverse. This is giving, like, I'm not seeing the problem. Do we have a problem? And then, like, things kind of, you're like, what? Whoa, like, why are you guys acting like that? Like, it's like you walk into a room and you're just like, it's kind of giving like a hush-hushness, and then being like, is there a problem? And you actually probably aren't even aware of this. So I don't like that. But with the Five of Cups in reverse, you're fine. You're good, because at the end of the day, like, you'll just let it go and be like, all right, well, I just learned something that I didn't see. It's giving that, like, I didn't realize there was a problem, but okay, glad to know there is one. It's more like it's brought to your attention than it is like this big dramatic thing, because I'm not seeing a tower card or anything like that. Just something you didn't recognize that you will be able to see moving forward. All right, Apollo. All right, let me get him, because he's like, never mind, pause. You see how he's like, you see, you could get someone going off. You're like, what was the problem here? Oh my God. Lay down. Okay, we're back. I think you're going through a trial period of just feeling isolated, like people don't get you or people don't understand you, and you're just trying to find, like, if you feel isolated or you don't want to be around people, it's only because you're just needing you're just needing sorry, Apollo's like interrupting the read. You're just needing somewhere where you're trying to like find your place where you belong. All right. So you may just be feeling like you don't belong in certain situations. All right. Well, yeah, you just may be feeling like you don't belong in certain situations, but they're just really just not for you, you know? So I do want to say that. You could just be feeling very isolated and alone. Also, money could be a little bit of an issue here, but I think inwardly you know that things are going to change. So just remain positive at this time, even though you may again be feeling like you need to find some silence or time to yourself. You're totally allowed to take that time if you need it, you know? Just giving like you just need time to yourself and you know you need it. So listen to yourself if you do. Why is this happening to? It's like you may be going on a break or needing a break from certain situations or things. I think this is all happening. It's like when the door slammed in your face, you know, this could be friendships here too with the Six of Cups, or just past people that you loved and you know, you really did care about. You know, people that you felt like were people that I mean, you loved them and you cared for them, but I think it also makes you remember why the people you do care about. So you may be honestly ghosting some people in your life. I don't think you're like some of you, it is a bad conflict and then going quiet, or you're just going quiet on people. And the reason why you're going quiet is because you need to like take a moment to recognize what you really want and what's going to bring you joy, or what is going to even bring you comfort right now. And there's just some people that are just bringing too many problems up in your life that you do actually have to put them on a pause, because you know you're over here as the Seven of Wands, like very defensive, and you know you're trying to do what's right or what you think is right and persist. And so you really can't have people, I don't know, I feel like people are just giving you a hard time. Oh yeah, this is for Sagittarius. So yeah, you might be really focused on your work, and people may be mad at you in a work situation. I keep getting, but it also could be that you're moving on from a work situation, so they're just giving you a little bit more attitude or something like that. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, let's get into love now. I feel like you could be overthinking a situation within a dynamic within love and just feeling a little bit stressed out from it. Like, okay, honestly, I'm just escaping from it. Maybe you're like watching TV, but you're kind of low key thinking about a person. You know, it's giving that kind of energy. Like when you watch something, it's like you try to distract yourself, but this person keeps coming up in your mind, and it just stresses you out, or love just stresses you out right now. And I do feel like there's a feeling like you're just really guarded. And I get maybe you're really tired, possibly due to work or just things have been feeling really hard and you don't know why, but you're just getting more tired as a result. So with the Seven of Wands to the Judgment card, you're just like needing to self reflect and not really want, I just think you don't want anything right now. It's just not the right time. You just sense it energetically. Also, money could be a concern. And so it's not that you don't want love, but like when we have money issues or we're feeling instability within our home life or problems like that coming up, like maybe you're having issues with your children or just instability in where you're living or something like that, then it's very natural that like, okay, well, right now I'm not really interested in love. It's like, well, it's not that I'm not interested. I just don't think it's like my biggest priority, right? No, that could be an issue. Like I can't really focus on that. And it like to even think about that right now is not, it's just not my priority. Also, you could still be sexually like tied to someone or just tied to someone in period and you want to have a conversation with them. But not, I'm hearing just not right now. I need space. So that's what I'm getting from you, needing space and needing a kumbaya moment overall. Could be dealing here with a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, a Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio. Sorry, that's Apollo. All right. I'm also seeing here Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo, Pisces, Virgo. All right, and we are moving on to Capricorn. Oh, shit. Apollo. God. Ah. Okay. Next, Capricorn. All right. Hear my dog. Just ignore it for right now. Sorry. Okay. He'll be fine. He's not happy with me. I put him on a timeout. He'll be okay. All right. Okay, Aquarius is coming right after Capricorn, so just hang tight. Yeah, he ain't happy. But like honestly, like he keeps like every time like I move, like he's right where my foot is, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you right where my foot? I was like, I need space for right now. So I'm gonna give him all the love and like well, I'm gonna finish these up, honestly. I'm sorry, because he's gonna go crazy. He's a diva. All right, so Capricorn, let's see what's happening for you. So, you could be, when it comes to your work, you could be feeling like you're underpaid or overworked and you need to get out of that because it's like I'm doing way too much and not getting enough. So there may be you putting your foot down on what you deserve or knowing your worth, and you could be you could be already aware, but I think in the next 6 to 12 months you'll see more changes coming up for you. Thank you, Romana. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, like I'm tired. Like I need my money. So yeah, like the fantasy or the illusion that everything's okay may not be feeling that way. And you may be getting clarity that you're doing too much or putting too much time and not seeing the results of your labor. Okay. So this may be a need to navigate things though right now and stay patient. Oh my God. He's crazy. He's not happy. Yeah, he is. Like I'm like, should I go get him? Like I feel bad, but like I kind of need a moment here just to finish the reads up. So it's not right now. Don't freak out. You may be like, there's nothing wrong at work. And it may not, but I just think you may be even asking for a raise or needing to gain more money for the work you're providing. And so you also may be wanting to talk to someone like a friend or someone who's a mentor in your workplace or someone who's been in your position to get some guidance. He's just not having it. It's like he either needs to be like he needs my hand on him so he can rest, or the room, and so he's mad he's in the room. But if not, I can't do the reading because when I'm trying to shuffle, he's like all over my hand and he gets mad that I'm shuffling the cards. So that's why he's there right now. There could also be a commitment coming into play as well here. Okay, you could be entering a new cycle in a relationship as well. Yeah, he's spoiled. Yeah, he's spoiled. No, I'm not. I'm not from California. All right, let's see what else we got going on here for Capricorn. Let's get your current energy. Let me get a vibe check for Capricorn. You could be disappointed in friendships right now, or maybe you've lost some friends, or not wanting to be as social, and you could be feeling like a little bit of disappointment when it comes to your friend circle. I also feel here that there is some new conversations about you feeling really tired or stressed out. Like you may be working so hard that you can't even enjoy like a social life or having one, and you're recognizing that. There could also be a new opportunity coming in that makes you feel like you need to end something else because of this new opportunity. He is relentless. He's not giving up. I'm like, dang it. But ultimately, whatever you're gonna give up, Capricorn, one, it's too exhausting and it's too much work and it doesn't do anything for your productivity and it leads to your family life or your home life feeling more content and at peace, or you just feeling emotionally and mentally secure. So I see something ending, but that ultimately leads to something more positive for you. Uh, let's try. Okay. All right, we'll try to bring him back. Sorry. All right. Sorry about that. We're back. Sorry, Capricorns. All right. We should do like when I come back real quick. So if we could put that in the timestamp so they know. All right. All right. So let's see here. Yeah. So I think you're removing something out of your life so you find more peace. No, not right now. I will be back. Oh, what are you doing? Literally. What's wrong? Oh, God. Okay. You need water. Yeah. No, I said shh. I can't do the reading. Okay. All right, come on. Apollo, if you want me to pick you up, I have to pick you up by your body. All right. All right. All right. Let's see why this is happening. I think you're exploring about why, like maybe like you were working hard because you needed to like get past any fears that you had that you weren't worthy in the positions you were in or in the situations you were in. And maybe also at the time you were dealing with a situation where you were out of a love situation and you were working harder at the time to kind of almost like not like repress your emotions and you just kept working. But now you're no longer like fighting those same battles you were dealing with. And so you're thinking clearly about, where am I going or where am I investing my time? And I think you just want to find a better place to work, where there's not so much headaches or issues. So maybe I just keep getting that you might be trying to change where you work. At the Two of Swords, this is you seeing things clearly and needing to emotionally walk from things that aren't satisfying. So at the end of the day, they could just not be satisfying and you just need to let them go. And so there's some insight that there's too much. Again, I feel like there's too many problems or too much conflict in this situation that's not bringing you closer towards anything joyful or desired. So why would I stay in something when I could get something else? That's what it's giving. I could find something more desirable. Okay. So that's what I see here. Let's get into love. Again, Five of Swords. You could have been arguing with someone or fighting with someone or going through a struggle here with someone romantically about the love or the attraction that you have. It's like fighting for love, so to speak. There could be arguments about a higher level of commitment and, making some firm choices on what we both want. It could be even like marriage for Capricorn, like wanting marriage and, getting clear, like maybe someone doesn't want marriage, but they do. And so it's like deciding together whether you want it or not. But I feel like you're going to get what you want. It just needs like a new energy around the relationship. So if you've been struggling or fighting with a partner, I see it getting better. If you've been single, I see love coming in, but they come in because they have the same belief systems you do, or maybe you both have the same spiritual beliefs or religious beliefs here with the Hierophant. And so I think you might meet somebody out of the blue with the Page of Wands, or unexpectedly as well, when you enter a group of people that you identify with. You could be finding a partner there, all right, if this is new for you. But overall, I think you'll be very satisfied and eager to get to know someone. Okay, so let's see here if there's any final messages for Capricorn. I'm sorry, Capricorn. I may have to do a bonus read for you tomorrow, or I'm not going to be on here tomorrow, but the next time I read, I will just give you a bonus because I feel like this one was a little hard. Yeah, you're going to meet a group of people, like a community of people and friends, because maybe you're just lacking friendships or a sense of community. Like maybe it starts with a hobby you're in, and then that brings on a whole new group of people you're getting to know. And it does seem to be a sense of stability for you. Okay, so you will be meeting someone that you feel more stable with. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for Capricorn, like a community of people that you feel like understand you or can ground you, or you feel a sense of belonging to. Signs you could be dealing with, I'm seeing Taurus, Libra. I already did Gemini. So you would just have to go onto YouTube and watch it back for the Gemini reading. Okay, moving on to Aquarius. Okay, could be dealing with Pisces, a Libra. I know, finally, yeah. I'm sure my Pisces and Libras are like, or my Pisces and Aquariuses are like, yes, finally. But yeah, it's your turn. We're going to be going on to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, this is for you. This is what we see coming up in the energy, what you don't see coming in for you. All right, so Aquarius says this is going to be a huge awakening for you in your own identity and how you view yourself. You may start to see yourself in a different light, and your mask will be coming off, you know? So, like, or people are going to start to see the real you, all right, is what I'm getting. You may not really care about anyone right now, and that may be selfish to other people, but that's a part of why your mask is coming off, because Aquarians, the thing about them is they can be close enough, but they don't really need to get too close. And honestly, I vibe with that because I used to be someone who, like, as an Aquarius rising myself, I used to be someone who was very, very close. And I realized, like, as I'm getting older, it's like I want to just like be in places where I don't have to take all the responsibility or feel the need to be in service of everyone, right? And so that could be something you're recognizing too, that you were just taking on more than you really ever should, or something like that. And yeah, others may be feeling like you're selfish, or that you're not really investing, or you're not putting your time. And it's like, well, that's like honestly a part of your purpose in figuring out what you are or what you want, you know, is by doing this right now. Okay. Like, really, you need to lay down. Go. Okay. So let's see here, Aquarius. What do we have going on for my Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? True, you've been called heartless. Yeah. So I like this. It says happiness is simple, Aquarius. Find joy in small wonders. for they hold the key to fulfilling and contented, like a heart that is filled with, no, like this will lead you to a more heart-filled life, or a life filled with more joy when you focus on the small things than these big picture ideas right now. No. It says open to receive. There's an amount of abundance coming in, so you have to accept that with arms wide open, and that trust your path, Aquarius. Listen to your intuition right now and seek direction from within to reveal what's really for you. Like, you should follow what you divinely feel like, or not even divinely, but what you feel guided to do, or where you feel to go. Apollo, like really, stop. Go lay down. Go. Go lay down. It's too much. It's all about you right now, like your happiness, your purpose. Like it may have been really hard to see things for what they are. Like you maybe felt like you were stuck in a fog, but in the next couple of months, you will just be feeling more aligned with what you see for yourself and not needing to rely on anything or anyone. So go lay down. Yeah, it just says here, like you've inwardly been knowing that you've been draining things out from your consciousness out into like maybe just feeling very low energetically because it's outwardly coming out. Like things from your subconscious are gonna get released, and you may have to go through like these emotional outpours, or have been doing that in the past where you were emotionally outpouring because it was needed. It was needed. It was a trial process for you to kind of wash out your insecurities or doubts or anxieties or your fears to come out and kind of wash them through. Like you might have felt like, why is the door shut? And it's a lot to do with um, maybe going through a lot of emotional. I feel like, it's not that you intentionally like locked emotions away, but it's kind of giving this energy like my emotions were locked up and now they're getting released out from my subconscious into my consciousness that I wasn't aware of. And I'm trying to process all the emotion that I just didn't deal. I don't think it's intentional that you didn't deal with it. I feel like your natural modality is to not like is a numbing kind of feeling. Like I didn't have those feelings. I was like, you know what, F it. Like let me move on to the next thing. Let me move on to the next thing. And then life started to catch up where it was like, why am I so upset? Or something like that. It wasn't intentional. It was just your functioning or your modality almost, or something like that. It's saying here. Like you might have used to say like, I don't know even how to cry. Like some of you guys like have like really weren't criers or emotional to some degree, and people would just think, oh, you don't care, and then it's like, no, I just don't feel anything. I don't know what you want me to do. Like I can't evoke feelings I don't have, and then all of a sudden like a couple of years later it's all like getting whammied at you, but before it's not. I just get overall, Aquarius, it's not an intentional numbing. It's not. It felt like you just didn't feel it. With the Emperor here now, you have to like take it on and take authority or regulate your emotions or feelings. And so with the Emperor card to the Knight of Cups, it's like you're taking more responsibility for your dreamlike essence or this emotion coming out of you where you may even be more overly sensitive than you realized. Men need to acknowledge that you're more sensitive sometimes than you'd like to believe. Go lay down. And with the Page of Cups to the Eight of Cups, there could be some apologies needed from a past romantic partner that you've already walked away from. But I do see here even possible new lovers coming in, but also needing to walk away from from relationships that weren't emotionally deep, honestly, and needing new love. Okay. My question is, did you recognize that you suppressed your emotions, or you fully intentionally suppressed them, or was it a natural modality in you? So yeah, I feel like you're walking away from certain relationships as well, Aquarius, because they're not deep enough or they're not what you're looking for in a partnership, and need to make firm decisions on what you have space for emotionally. Okay, sorry. So that's what I'm seeing coming up for you. Why is this coming up now? Um, because I think you've been persisting in that you want something new in your life, but that means you have to recognize parts that you weren't aware of or that you did suppress, right? Yeah, I think both. There were times I did it on purpose, and then times where it's just my defense or how I just function or your mechanism. Okay. Yeah, you're just walking away or moving on from things, letting go of relationships, possibly breakups that weren't enough. And, um, you know what is right for you. And I think you might be also walking away from relationships that aren't right. All right, let's see what's happening in love. Oh, hold on. Let me pull these. What do we have for Aquarius here? You may be having to go back and look at memories to get the full picture. There's something about photographs too, and needing to pause or cool down, and not getting swayed by sentiment. You also could be removing any addictions or bad drinking habits, needing to remove those out of your life. And you may be having to acknowledge your shadow side, because both, like, you can't get rid of your shadow side, or you can't get rid of that. You just have to coexist with that shadow and recognize it's there. And that could be the core problem, is you keep trying to fix or make amends of something when you just have to accept that it's there. And so there could be a responsibility needing to be taken, or a decision to be taken, where you have to see your other side to really find your whole essence or soul essence, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, like there's like a hidden truth or hidden things that need to get exposed, but you may have not have gone deep enough. There's more than meets the eye, but you maybe start to become more aware of it, because it leads to a lot of wisdom and endings. It may be scary or tempting, but it also may bring a lot of insight. Yeah, you're looking for it too. There's something you don't want to acknowledge. But you want to master this truth. But you will master it, Aquarius. Yeah, because you're going to be reflecting on it. You're going to be looking at yourself. So you'll see it. That's why it's coming, because you're meant to reflect. You're meant to evolve, and you're meant to master this, and not just run away and escape from it. I think you're very good at that. So it's like you can no longer escape it, but you can be awake to it and have a clean slate of maybe under making a decisive decision of what you need to do. Right? Okay, let's see what's happening in love. What's happening in love? What's happening in love for my Aquarians? Okay. You may be having, when it comes to relationships or getting in when you have anxiety about being in a relationship, like I just feel like, yeah, you when it comes to relationships, you have some anxiety, but you're trying to balance it out because I feel like there's something coming in where it actually feels like something you've been wanting or feels like something that could be, yeah, something you've been wanting. Like I think there's somebody coming in that you've been wanting, but you're trying to balance it out and not get in your head. So you're just like not trying to go there. With the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups, there could be a lot of romance and um, I don't know, just I do see some romance, but also like it feels easy or it's like a patient energy. It's like you kind of know like this is the kind of person you want and like you just need to follow your heart or your dreams without your head getting in the way, Aquarius. But I do think this person's very nurturing or like kind of like a healer in a way to you. And yeah, they give a very healing, even maybe very like a count like almost like they counsel you emotionally because they're so wise in terms of the depths of their emotions. So you may feel very healing presence with this person coming in. They're very charming and kind. You get a very kind, charming person who is is very intuitive to your emotions as well. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Yeah, it's gonna take effort and um it just takes effort. So keep working at it. I don't know if this seems like it's something that just needs stability here. But you could be dealing with a sense of fear of failure. So don't let your mind come into play because there's something here about, or you're dealing with your own sadness and trying to work through it. And this person may be healing or helping you through it. Could be dealing with a Leo or Sagittarius, Scorpio. Yeah, I get like don't hide from it. Interesting. Aquarius, Aries, Libra, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus. I also see Aries, Pisces, Leo, Virgo, Pisces. All right. Pisces, your turn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You're welcome, Marmar. Pisces Sun, Pisces Venus. Okay, Pisces game. All right, Pisces. So this could be what's hidden when nobody else sees it, but you see it. And whatever you see, you're not going to be able to unsee. And you may not even to be able to explain what you're going through because it's hard to trust others. There also could be like a hidden enemy or something hidden that you don't want to bring to the light. That's usually what can happen when you're dealing with like anything in your 12th house. So, and also like if you've been hiding a secret, it also will get exposed. So this is not a time for you to be hiding anything. In the next 6 to 12 months, okay? Let's see what's coming up for Pisces. Soul whispers. So it's looking beyond the words and hear what is really being said. So you may be hearing something and acknowledging it, and you have to just go with what you hear. So you may be getting even insights on something and hearing something for the first time, and trust that there's a reason why it came. It may twist and turn you, but it's worth it to know what it is, because even though it may be a challenge, there's also an opportunity to grow from it. And it could be a rewarding discovery in the end. Some of this is more like, again, you can't really explain it because it's not actual, like an actual person, right? So sometimes here, Pisces, this could be something like you can't explain to others because they won't understand you. Nurture yourself, prioritize your well-being, and tread carefully on your journey ahead. So, yeah, take care of yourself. You're your priority, and your well-being is your priority. Ooh, man, yeah, secrets emerge. In the rhythm of cycles, the hidden is unveiled. Await the reveal with an open heart and mind. So don't freak out, but maybe it's someone who really likes you or cares about you, right? And be open to receive it. Be open to receive it, whatever this secret may be. Okay, what else do we have here for Pisces? And it's your intuition calling you, because we have the soul and intuition. You may be feeling this, like you have a feeling or there's something subconsciously wanting to come out, but you're keeping it silent. If you have any secret, be careful. But yeah, it's like either you may have a hint of what it is, but it's been silenced from you, or you're remaining silent from telling anyone what the secret is. And so here it could be that someone's been watching you or missing you and been waiting to talk to you. You also could be encountering a new lover. Okay, someone you're meeting by chance. Love at first sight. So, you could be also like, I think two things could be happening at once. Like you may recognize like someone. Now you could be dealing with something unexplainable in terms of your own spirituality, and that may be something secretive. That can be one thing, right? The other thing it could be is that you're aware that someone's still missing you and you can't explain it, but you know it because you just have that. Like you can't like, oh, I know they miss me. Like, how do you know that? Have they talked to you? No. Well, then how? And it's like you don't know how to explain that. It's almost like telepathy or like dreamlike states where you're connecting with someone, right? Or in a way you're connecting with someone in a way you can't explain. You don't need to explain. You just know how someone feels about you. Okay. At the same time, And I don't think you're telling anyone about it, because I think you're actually trying to move on here because there's an encounter or someone you're meeting by chance. And so there is some romance here too, and you're not telling anyone about this person, and you're keeping it silent to yourself because you don't want it to ruin or get ruined. So there could be something like that. And you may expose it later. It may not be the most secretive thing. It's just like, well, I want to see where it goes before I tell others, right? So something like that could be happening as well. So let's see here. What's your current energy? What's your current energy here, Pisces? Knight of Swords. So you're communicative. You're talking. You're also telling someone you might be walking away from them because I think you just don't want to manipulate anybody, and I think you're walking away from someone because you don't want to hurt them. You also, I feel like you're doing two things at the same time. Like you're leaving something else and you're going towards someone, right? So there could be two things happening, because now we have a Knight of Cups upright, which is really interesting. Usually with the Queen of Cups, she's insensitive, she's caring, but at the same time, a Queen of Cups in reverse can be emotionally manipulative, can be someone emotionally naive, and or someone who can be vulnerable to people manipulating them. But you're walking away from whoever that person was. Could be a Gemini or a Cancer, and like telling someone you're no longer interested, but then also moving to find something deeper with a Knight of Cups. So this is your energy because you are the Knight of Cups and wanting to be romantic with someone else. So I'm getting like two things are happening here. Let me know if that's resonating for anyone. What else? So I'm getting a love reading here. Okay. I feel like it's repeating itself. So again, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, there's somebody that you trust in and you want to go towards with the Page of Cups. I feel like you enjoy the conversation and you want more love or more of a heartfelt communication between you two. But I feel like there's a feeling like you trust in it, and they're very attractive here, or you just see something with them long term. Like with the King of Wands, he's usually a visionary and he sees something, but he also feels like maybe you just feel like there could be a really strong relationship once trust is built over time. So that could be something here. Like there's just something new that I see for myself that I want to trust in, but I'm also sad because what are you sad about? I'm also sad because I'm clearly you could be talking to more than one person. Are you talking to more than one person? Is that the issue here? There's something you're upset about. What is that? Why the Five of Cups here? Oh, you may be really attracted to someone, but you're having to hold back the passion or the attraction, because you got to let it run its course. And this is like something that you're very clear on, that like maybe you're sad about the distance between you two, or the feeling of like we haven't gotten to explore that, and I don't know if I will get to explore that part. Like it's like you're having to hold yourself back from your desires, and you're very clear that you need to do that because you don't want to get easily swayed by sentiment. And sometimes when you're, sexual with somebody, you tend to get easily swayed by just the passion, and you have a hard time understanding passion versus love. So you don't want to get too, yeah, it's like I don't want to get passionate fast. So I want to like wait the trial period. No, go. Like I needs to be something that is built on security, so I have to be patient. And you may not want to be. Yeah, I feel like you have to restrain yourself or hold yourself back a little bit with this person. You don't really want to. Okay. You may be worried or in your head, but I think you should get out of that with the Tower card because there will be a change or something coming here that's going to change the energy. You may feel like there's a disconnect or someone values it more. But here with the Nine of Swords in reverse, you're going to relieve yourself and move forward because you actually may be surprised that this person has more feelings or that this actually is a partner that you could really see yourself with and come together with the world and the lover card and the sun. So I think that once you have a conversation with them, you will start to see things more clearly. Like maybe you're imagining things or you're being overly sensitive and worried that you have more feelings than they do, but they just may not be the most expressive because they could be like a Libra or an air sign, right? And they don't act off of emotions. So, you may be thinking, oh, they're not really into me, but they could be more into you than you think. And after a conversation, you're going to feel clear that, oh, okay, this person does value it just as much as I do here with the lovers. So be patient in that if you're worried about that. You may be feeling delayed or like worried because it could be feeling like someone may have um, trouble putting in the same amount of effort. But I think you're going to talk to this person with the Page of Swords and King of Swords. Like, I don't see you immediately giving up. I just see you needing to be honest and having a real conversation about what is missing or the lack thereof because you don't want to feel delayed or feel like I just feel like you want to be honest. There's something like I just want to be honest about what I'm feeling. And maybe you don't feel the connection and you feel like you need something more. And so I just get you maybe ending it with someone because you don't feel a strong connection with them and you just need to be honest about it. And while for others of you, you may have to be honest about that, you may be ending up in a relationship where you do end up like once you leave this situation, you do end up finding a person. Or I'm kind of getting an energy here also that there could be someone saying like someone who's been keeping silent but misses you, but it's kind of like giving like it's too late because you might be meeting somebody else. So I could see multiple directions here in this love dynamic. But yeah, it could get a little messy because it's like someone may be missing you or wanting to be with you, but you're meeting somebody else or you're feeling a stronger connection with someone. So it's like ending it to be with someone else is what I'm getting, and it's getting a little worrisome for you. So that's what I'm seeing here. Is there anything else here for you? Let me see. Anything else want to come out for Pisces? Yeah, have you been having any fears or doubts within this connection? Have the conversation with the Queen of Swords about what you desire, because this person may actually be able to make that come true for you with the Queen of Pentacles. So I think you just need to have clarity around what you need to discuss or what's been worrisome to you. So then you can actually really feel more confident and more grounded in the relationship, because I think you're going to be more satisfied than you think after you talk to them. All right. So there's a need to, like, if you have a concern, talk to them. You could be dealing with a Libra or a Pisces or a Capricorn. I also see Aquarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, Leo, Libra, Leo, Leo, again, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini. Strong Gemini, Leo energy, and mix of water. All right, so that is what I see for you guys. I hope you enjoy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. You probably won't see me for a while, probably not till Friday-ish, I imagine, or maybe not even Friday, who knows when. But when I see you, I see you. Okay, so thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for your likes, shares, subscribes, follows. I appreciate the gifts, the super chats, all of it. You guys have been so lovely to me. So thank you, thank you. Catch you guys soon. Bye. Libra's on YouTube, so if you want to watch any of this back, you can watch it on YouTube. You're welcome. Bye, guys.